Hello guys. Paul Finebaum shared an opinion on Bama and Kalen Deboer. Did you see it? Before the news, subscribe to the channel to receive more updates on Bama. The SEC Media Days in Dallas, Texas, always draw significant attention, and this year was no exception. With the retirement of coach Nick Saban, all eyes turned to Kalen Deboer, the new leader of the Alabama Crimson Tide. The challenge of replacing a legend is enormous, and many wondered if Deboer would be able to keep Alabama at the top of college football. However, Paul Finebaum, a respected ESPN analyst, believes Deboer is more than up to the task, something that will undoubtedly unsettle opponents. Deboer, who led the Washington Huskies to a national championship appearance last season, has brought a wave of hope and renewal to the Crimson Tide. According to Finebaum, Deboer's transition to Alabama was meticulously executed, ensuring the team remains a powerhouse. Kalen Deboer did a spectacular job succeeding the GOAT. For a day or two, it was doubtful, but then he assembled an excellent team, Finebaum stated on the Get Up program. Finebaum's confidence is not unfounded. Deboer has put together a top-notch coaching staff, including Nick Sheridan as offensive coordinator, whom Finebaum considers even superior to Ryan Grubbs, Deboer's former coordinator at Washington. Under Sheridan's leadership, Alabama's offense is expected to continue being a dominant force in college football, possibly even surpassing the already impressive 12th position the Huskies held last year. Regarding recruiting, Deboer has proven to be as relentless a force as his predecessor. Finebaum highlighted that Deboer has a natural talent for elite recruiting, comparing his skills directly to Nick Saban's. He has been an excellent elite recruiter, in the style of Nick Saban, praised Finebaum. With Deboer at the helm, Alabama is currently ranked second in the recruiting class according to 247 Sports, with 5 five-star commitments, the highest number in college football. The solidity of the program under Deboer's management is evident. The Crimson Tide has not only maintained its ability to attract top talent but also seems to be on an upward trajectory in terms of performance and team cohesion. The expectation of a return to the playoffs seems not only possible but probable. And what will the fans think? Finebaum's words are a relief and a confirmation that the legacy of excellence left by Saban is in good hands. For opponents, however, this news is anything but welcome. The prospect of a strong and well-prepared Alabama under Deboer's leadership is a threat to competitors. At the end of the video, I want to see your opinion. As the nation's eyes turn to the Alabama Crimson Tide this season, there is renewed confidence in their defense, largely thanks to the enthusiasm of Prince Butler and the leadership of Kane Womack. In a recent interview with Touchdown Alabama magazine, Butler, a talented defender from Alexandria, Virginia, shared his optimism about the future of Alabama's defense under the guidance of Womack and Kalen Deboer. Butler, who started as a substitute at Hayfield High School and is now an influential junior on the team, has already had a remarkable career at Alabama. He was part of the teams that won the Southeastern Conference Championship in 2023 and the College Football Playoff, as well as the All-State Sugar Bowl team in 2022. Academically, Butler has excelled, making the SEC Academic Honor Roll and receiving the Black Scholars Award, demonstrating an impressive balance between the field and the classroom. Butler was direct about the continuity and vigor that Womack has brought to Alabama's defense. Nothing has changed with Deboer and Womack, Butler stated. We are still working hard, and Deboer has brought us together as a team. His statement reflects the confidence that even with Nick Saban's retirement, the spirit and discipline that define Alabama remain intact. A highlight of the conversation was the energy Womack has infused into the defense, especially the secondary, which has often been a target of criticism. Butler mentioned that Womack challenges players to seize every opportunity, creating a cohesive and well-trained unit. People question our secondary, but Coach Womack challenges us to seize every opportunity, he said. We are flowing well, and the transition has been good day to day. Besides Womack, Butler praised Maurice Linguist, co-defensive coordinator and cornerbacks coach, highlighting the positive energy he brings to the team. linguist, known for his motivational and technical approach, seems to be playing a crucial role in shaping Alabama's defenders. Butler also pointed out 3 veteran players and a freshman ready to shine this season: Tim Kennon III, Deontay Lawson, Malachi Moore, and freshman Red Morgan. Tim Kennon III, Deontay Lawson, and Malachi Moore will have great seasons, Butler predicted. Also, keep an eye on Red Morgan. He stood out as a freshman. Morgan believes in everything with his mindset. It is notable that Butler chose these names, all Alabama natives who deeply understand the importance of a dominant defense. Malachi Moore, for instance, has already proven his worth as part of the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship team. Kennon and Lawson, who emerged as starters in 2023, are ready to step up and establish themselves as pillars of Alabama's defense. And Red Morgan, with his fierce mentality, is quickly becoming a name to watch closely. Let's move forward with this team in pursuit of great results. Speaking of Nick Saban. Nick Saban's retirement from his position as head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide hasn't diminished his influence or his ability to make headlines. During his debut as an analyst at the SEC Media Day in Dallas, Saban made a bold prediction that certainly raised eyebrows among Alabama fans and college football enthusiasts in general. On the SEC Now program, Saban picked Georgia and Texas to face off in the 2024 SEC Championship game, a choice that many did not expect. "I like Texas a lot," stated Saban, with the authority that only someone with his vast experience can have. "I think Georgia has a very good team, but I also believe in the Alabama team. I believe in Jalen Milroe. I just think the question marks in the secondary, until they're resolved, it's hard to get on that bandwagon." Saban's choice not to include his former team among the finalists was a shock to many. After all, Saban is synonymous with success at Alabama, having built one of the most dominant programs in college football history. His words, however, reflect a careful and honest analysis of the current state of the Crimson Tide. Saban's confidence in Jalen Milroe is evident, but he doesn't hesitate to point out the areas that need improvement, specifically the defensive secondary, which still carries some uncertainties. Texas, under the leadership of Steve Sarkisian, a former offensive coordinator at Alabama, has shown significant progress. Saban, well acquainted with Sarkisian's style and capabilities, believes in the Longhorns' potential to make a substantial impact this season. Mentioning Georgia as a strong contender is no surprise, considering their consistent performance and the depth of talent on their roster. However, Saban's prediction should not be seen as a lack of faith in Alabama, but rather as an objective assessment of the challenges the team faces. New head coach Kalen Deboer and defensive coordinator Kane Womack have been working tirelessly to address issues in the secondary and strengthen the defense overall. Deboer himself has been praised for his ability to unify the team and maintain the competitive spirit that has always characterized Alabama. Players like Prince Butler, who recently expressed his enthusiasm for the new leadership, are optimistic about the upcoming season. Butler highlighted the energy Womack has brought to the defense and the smooth transition under Deboer, suggesting that the team is well prepared to face the challenges ahead. Saban's prediction serves as a reminder that college football is dynamic and full of uncertainties. The former coach's words are a call to reality, but also an encouragement for the Alabama team to continue working hard to overcome the challenges. The 2024 season promises to be exciting, and with Deboer's guidance and the players' dedication, the Alabama Crimson Tide has the potential to surprise and exceed expectations. I believe that even though Saban is no longer leading this team, he believes Bama is in good hands under Deboer. And Coach Saban continued to share his opinion. At the SEC Media Days in Dallas, Nick Saban embraced his new role as an ESPN analyst with the same seriousness he dedicated to his 17 years leading the Alabama Crimson Tide. In his debut on the SEC Network set, Saban shared his perspectives on the 2024 season for his former team, providing an honest and in-depth evaluation that certainly resonated with college football fans and analysts. Saban, known for his precision and meticulousness, did not hesitate to identify what he considers to be the biggest issue for Alabama this year: team depth, especially in the secondary. "I think Bama really has a lot of good players," Saban stated during the SEC Now program. "I think they have question marks in the secondary, especially at cornerback. Bringing Caden Proctor back was probably important because they were a bit thin at tackle. The departure of key players like Kool-Aid McKinstry and Terrion Arnold to the NFL draft, along with the transfer of top backup Trey Amos to Ole Miss, left significant gaps at the cornerback position. Other transfers, including Earl Little Jr. Ricks to Texas A&M and freshman Jameer Grimsley to Florida, further intensified these challenges. Alabama now relies on players like USC transfer Damani Jackson, Wake Forest transfer Deshaun Jones, and freshman Xavier Brown, Xavier Mincy, and Jalen Backwee to fill these critical gaps. Despite these concerns, Saban expressed confidence in Alabama's ability to compete at a high level, provided the team can stay healthy. "I think the depth of the team will be the biggest question. If Alabama can stay healthy, I think they have good frontline players to compete with anyone." When discussing Alabama's new head coach, Kalen Deboer, Saban was generous in his praise, acknowledging Deboer's effectiveness in the post-Saban transition. "He did a very good job in the transition," Saban said, emphasizing the importance of starting the season with consistency and gaining the players' trust in the new offensive and defensive systems. "I think the most important thing for him is how do we start? Do we play with consistency from the beginning? You have players buying into a new offense, players buying into a new defense. So, for them to have a little success early on would help a lot to solidify that buy-in so they can play with confidence and have success in the future." During his appearance on the SEC Network, Saban also reflected on the challenges faced by Alabama in the offseason, mentioning the difficulties caused by the departure of a large number of players. In previous conversations with Paul Finebaum, Saban highlighted that Alabama has a lot to overcome in the short term because of the number of players that left this year, but also praised the team for maintaining very good continuity during the spring transfer portal period. "Let's move forward because Kalen Deboer can do a lot for Alabama. What do you think? Comment below."